very welcome back. This is Claire Boyce back finally with a weekly reading, this time for all fire signs. Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. Apologies, it's been months and months since my last online YouTube video. I've had a bit of an accident, so I've been laid up for a few months, but on the mend now. Anyway, I need to talk to you all about the crazy, weird stuff that's going on. Everybody is snapping at each other. People's masks are falling off. We're all starting to notice who's real in our lives and who's not real in our lives. Have you noticed? And you'll also be noticing that you're quite tired, lethargic, exhausted. And I know with all the lockdowns globally, and I know a few friends in America and all over the place who have been experiencing the same things as I have been here in Mayo in Ireland. But I will tell you that this, I don't pretend to know everything about every Mercury retrograde and all this stuff, but I do know that fire signs, water signs and air signs have been very sleepy, very tired, and there is just so much upheaval. And I think it's because of the uncertainty. So bad energy is looming. And what I mean by that is that nobody is ever 100% negative or positive. There is like a fog over people now and again that makes them feel depressed. It's like the old thing, you know, when you wake up in the morning and you stamp your foot and the rest of the day goes wrong. The same with this. The same with this. If you're around somebody who is always negative, you know, who's always the victim, or who is always vindictive, who's always whinging about other people, or you know, I called our vicious people, you know, I call them the victim mentality, the vicious ones, and of course the violent ones. Any of those three categories, it's like they have a cloud over them. You go over to be with them, chat to them, you feel uncomfortable around them, and then you absorb some of that energy. And what actually happens in the brain is your brainwave activities actually matches theirs. So not only are they infecting you with their negative energy because they're on and on about somebody or something that they don't like, or they're with this victim mentality, the poor me, we have a name for it, don't we? Narcissists, but they're people who are like that all the time. I'm on about people who just cannot look at themselves, because each and every one of us needs healing. Each and every one of us needs a therapist now and again. It should be as easily as it is going to a doctor's. But what I'm saying is, you spend too much time around these people, you come away then with that cloud of negativity over you, and the cycle continues. So what's happening on a global scale is that we're being fed it through the media for months and months with the lockdowns and the COVID-19 and the this and the that, and we are streaming it 24/7 in through our phones, in through our TVs, our tablets, our laptops, and we are now taking in more negativity over 24 hours than the average person did 20 years ago. Do you know that? So that's amazing. That's a huge amount. That's why a lot of us find ourselves, well, I don't anymore, but find ourselves running to turn on the news. Let's see the death toll, let's see this, let's see that. So it's important to protect your energies during this time, because that is what is exhausting you. You're exhausted. Because we literally are, we're taking in more negativity now than ever before because of COVID-19. Anyway, bearing in mind, I'm not dismissing it at all. I know a lot of people are sick and a lot of people who have died, and I know there's a lot of people who are depressed. But they're just my thoughts. Limit your time with negative people, because we're already taking in negative stuff. We don't need it to be added to us. Now I'm just going to have a look at these cards here, these fairy cards. So feeling safe. So this is all about you feeling safe where you are now. And you won't feel safe if you're going to watch the news 24/7. And also, I know there's concerns here. I see a lot of yellow, so that represents the solar plexus. And of course, our dreams and our wishes and our goals, they're all gone. A lot of us wanted to go away this year. I myself had planned to go away on holiday, and I was moving house, and of course, all that's changed. Now with me, I've no choice because of the accident. I can't walk yet, but I'll be getting there eventually. But what I will tell you all is that you got to protect your energies. And look, anytime you find yourself feeling a bit low, you know, check in on your thoughts. Check in on your emotions. How are you feeling right now? Are you feeling good right now? Are you feeling bad right now? And if you're feeling angry or hurt or upset, recognize it and switch it. Start to know that you're safe, because we are what we attract. It's our energies that create the world around us. So if you're feeling, oh, if I go out I'm going to catch COVID-19, you're going to get it. Or if you're feeling, you know, I'll never have any money, I'll never get a job again, I'll never go back to work, you're going to attract that. What I find with air signs is, oh, not air signs, sorry, water signs, not even water signs, Jesus, my brain. This is what happens when you do the four together. What I find with fire signs is that you don't like to sit still for long. You're the, you know, you're the spark of the zodiac. You're the initial spark. You're what makes, you know, new ideas, ventures, and you have all these ideas flying around and around in your head, but you just can't seem to I suppose, do anything, because there's so many restrictions right now. But you will. Stand your ground. So this is for those of you in arguments right now. Notice how you feel around people. I do know that you can know that somebody is wrong for you or not, you know, not a true friend. There's a lot of bitching going on, you know, in all walks of life right now, because people are so frustrated. But it's important to be who you are. Don't let the world make you hard. And that's something I have learned of late when I've been verbally attacked or, you know, stalked or bullied on social media. It's not to let that make me hard, not to let that negative energy from these vindictive people, they're the second V's, you know, the victim, vindictive and violent. These vindictive people get to me, not to allow it to change me, and to make damn sure I don't feed it, because I really don't want to be that type of person. But like I said, all of us need a little bit of healing now and again. So stand your ground and notice when you're going off in your own little tangent, your own little rage, when you find yourself being overly upset or emotional over somebody or a situation in your life. It's very important to stand your ground. So don't let this time of uncertainty and fear change who you are. Don't let it change who you are. And I'll just do one more of these cards and then we'll go on to the tarot, because I know that's what a lot of you are waiting to hear about. Yeah, it's all about detoxifying, getting rid of the negative energy. This card can also mean addictions. A lot of people have taken to addictions, to drink, to prescription drugs, to all type of drugs during the lockdown. It's time now to clear it away. Drink plenty of water as well, because if you are spiritual in any way, and you are if you're watching me, you need to drink lots of water, clear all the energies and the caffeine, all of that stuff, because it's toxic to you and it's making you more and more irritable. So things that would normally irritate you are actually, you know, 10 times worse. Now I'm going to have a look at the tarot cards. So we're all about energies this week and all the signs. It's different now because collectively, worldwide, we are all going through similar things. Now these are a little bit in depth. My readings online are general, but I can give you some guidance into what is happening next. They won't resonate with everybody, but they will hopefully give you some guidance. Okay, so this is interesting. What we have here is the Lovers card. So those of you waiting for a relationship, and I will do a relationship reading at the end of this. I do romance angels. There's new romance. New romance is imminent. New romance is good. It can also mean that if you're already in a relationship, to trust that this is a divine connection. Now, I don't know much about soulmates, and I believe we can have several of them. But if somebody is meant to be in your life, fire signs, they will find a way. It can take 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. They are supposed to be there. They will. What is meant for you will not pass you by. And then, of course, you have the Devil card. So this card is really about addictions. We can even be addicted to being a little bit depressed. We can be addicted. We can also think that we're stuck in this relationship and there is no way out. If you look here closely at the Devil card, you can see the chains around people's necks, and that means that's a feeling of somebody feeling entrapped, feeling stuck, feeling like they can't move. So if you're in a relationship and you're unhappy, this is you feeling you can never get out of it. Or if you're breaking up in a relationship, you could think this is never going to end, it's never going to be okay again, or I'm never going to be happy. And also it can be in addictions as well, where you feel that there is no way out. Well, easily they could take the chain off their neck and walk away, and so can you. Anything can change. Nothing in life stays the same. Two things that are certain, that we die and nothing stays the same. You are the author of your own life. Nobody else is. So keep going, but don't allow other people's energies to zap you. And it's literally like zapping you. We're all talking about energies lately, and it's like, if you just imagine just energy from you, good energy, and that's radiating around the room and around the globe. If we all concentrated on calming our minds down and feeling that one of love, then a feeling of love rather than the ego-based emotions that I have experienced: jealousy, anger, hatred, resentment, all those nasty emotions. They can drag us down, but if you walk away from them, cut away from anything or anyone negative in your life. Your final tarot card for this week is the Magician. So this is about new movement. This is about new jobs. It's about new love. The Magician card means everything is about to start. And yeah, I know some of you are like, yeah, when is it going to start? It'll start if you put it out there. You have the tools in front of you. If you look at the Magician there on the table, he has his cups, his coins, his wands, his swords. He's got the ideas, and fire signs, you have the ideas. So this is the beginning. Either you're just about to start a new business, or you're just, it's in the mind. This is if you're thinking about new love, or there is already a new love, the beginning of a relationship. You've got to go for it though. As I said in prior videos, that I have a lot of people and they say to me, Claire, when will I meet this guy, or when will I meet that girl, or when will things change for me? They won't change unless you push yourself. They won't change unless you do something, to make it happen. Now, also what I need to say to you guys is with all this energy, there's a lot of bitching, a lot of people talking badly about other people behind their backs. That's another V, remember, vindictive people. When somebody talks about somebody else to you behind their back, be sure they're going to do it to you as well. And it's very childish, and this, but it can drag you down. And do you know that if you're around people and they make you feel good, and you're all praising somebody, or you all have the same mindset, that actually produces dopamine, a chemical in the brain that makes us feel good, makes us feel happy. Imagine the brain does that. But equally, when you're around somebody who's always poor me and why me and angry and vicious, and that also has a brain reaction. Your brainwave activity then matches the person who is the poor me mindset, or who is vindictive and giving out about somebody. And so then that is how the brain works too. That's why it's so important that we protect our energies, because energies are first created by our thoughts. It's our thoughts that create our emotions, and our emotions that create the world around us. And one thing I've had to learn, being stuck here forever, which it feels like, is how to recognize my own emotions. And I think we all have to do that. When suddenly you think, oh my God, I don't feel good, I feel angry, I'm fed up, I'm this. You have to learn. We all know the tools: meditation, go for walks, all of this stuff when you can walk. But it's about recognizing that you have these bad thoughts, you have these bad feelings. Where are they coming from? Acknowledge them, let them go, and immediately focus on something else. Focus on something else. And it is effective if you learn that way. Because a lot of us if we can be addicted to being fed up all the time, or addicted to being, annoyed or feeling hard done by, then we can equally be addicted to self-care, and it is part of self-love. So limit your time that you have with negative people. If you're in a work environment and you have negative people, protect yourself and try not to absorb it in. Remember that those who attack others are unhappy themselves. Happy people don't hurt others. Remember that. Only damaged people do. Okay, if they're hurting, they want to hurt you. It's another form of energy transference. Now we'll have a look here at the romance. Have a bit of fun. We're all so serious. Bit of fun. So if you're in the beginning of a relationship, enjoy it. Have that little bit of fun. Have that little bit of good time. And there's a reconciliation on the cards. I know a lot of breakups have happened during the lockdown. People being stuck in together. But what I will tell you is it's time now to have a little bit of fun. And allow yourselves to fall in love. A lot of people are afraid to be in love or to try, or somebody gets too close to them. So they nitpick. They look at every single thing that they don't like about them and they nitpick. And it's really because they're afraid. They're afraid that they will get hurt, or they are afraid of allowing somebody else in. Now, I do know that those of you who are single and you're thinking, I'm never going to meet anyone, clear away the negative stuff and watch the good people come into your life. And remember, what is meant for you will not pass you by. So anyway, that's me for this week. I really hope you enjoyed this, and I will be back next week. So for now, fire signs, God bless. Take care of yourselves. Bye.